Tom Cruise's love life has always been a magnet for intrigue, but things get even more interesting when another major Hollywood name enters the picture. And this time, it's Pamela Anderson.
Love at first sight, absolutely. Hopeless romantic, absolutely.
According, the 63-year-old actor reportedly reached out to Pamela back in 2024 to praise her performance in The Last Showgirl, calling it a big comeback moment for her. That one conversation reportedly didn't end there, with insiders claiming it opened the door to ongoing contact between the two. There is definitely a spark between them, one source said, adding that people around them have noticed it too. Both Cruise and Anderson are deeply passionate about cinema, that people around them have noticed it too. And apparently, one of the key things connecting them is surprisingly simple: films. Both Cruise and Anderson are deeply passionate about cinema. She's a huge cinephile. That's something they really have bonded over. They can talk for hours about films and the business. Another insider told Radar Online that Cruise has a ton of respect for her and admires how she's reinvented herself in recent years. And Pamela Anderson is also reportedly in a very different chapter of her life, described by sources as making room for love after focusing on rebuilding her career and public image. Now, you might be wondering how serious this actually is. Well, the rumors really picked up after both were reportedly seen leaving the same hotel in New York within minutes of each other in May last year. No public interaction, no obvious confirmation, but the timing had fans questioning whether there was more going on behind the scenes.
Well, how could you make that up?
At the time, Pamela's name was also being linked to her Naked Gun co-star Liam Neeson. In July 2025, people reported a source saying, "It's a budding romance in the early stages. It's sincere and it's clear they're smitten with each other." Still, other Hollywood insiders suggested the story may have been exaggerated for publicity around the project.
I always was laughing when people thought, oh, that's a publicity stunt. Publicity stunt. This is real. We have real feelings.
Pamela herself later told people in December 2025 that she and Neeson had spent an intimate week together at his home in upstate New York during their press tour. She later confirmed that there were real feelings between them, saying, "If you must know, Liam and I were romantically involved for a short while, but only after we finished filming. Still, the relationship didn't last, and the two eventually went their separate ways as they focused on their next film projects." As for Cruise, his most recent reported relationship was with Ana de Armas. The two were spotted traveling together across several countries in 2025, although neither confirmed anything publicly. By October, reports suggested they had quietly gone their separate ways, with insiders saying the spark had gone, while also emphasizing the split was amicable and not tied to their age difference.
You're the top of the eligible bachelor list again.
Just focusing on my movies, AJ.
Sources close to the pair told The Sun that while Tom and Ana had a really good time together, they both realized their relationship had run its course. They just aren't going to go the distance, one insider said, but they still love each other's company and have been really adult about it. So while the romance may be over, the respect and maybe a little fondness remains.
It all makes sense.
Their relationship started as glamorous events and bonded over.
It all makes sense.
Their relationship started in February and quickly grabbed attention. The couple didn't shy away from public outings, private dinners, glamorous events, and romantic getaways were all part of the picture. In late July, Tom and Ana were even spotted holding hands during a weekend in Vermont, making their romance clear to everyone watching.
So, it was good. It was great.
Before that, Tom took Ana on a private jet trip to Madrid in April, and the next month they appeared together at David Beckham's 50th birthday party in Notting Hill, leaving the bash together and fueling even more speculation. That summer, they were dancing at an Oasis concert at Wembley and enjoying time on a yacht off the coast of Spain. Clearly, it was a whirlwind romance filled with adventure. And it wasn't just about the experiences. Tom made sure Ana felt special. A source told the Daily Mail that he's always thoughtful with gifts, and with Ana, it got even bigger. Gold bracelets, designer clothing, and perhaps the ultimate gift, the freedom to travel anywhere in the world at a moment's notice. Something happened to you!
I'm gonna lie.
Ana de Armas isn't new to the spotlight when it comes to romance. She was previously married to Spanish actor Marc Clotet, famously dated Ben Affleck, and more recently was linked to Manuel Anido Cuesta, the stepson of Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel. And of course, Tom Cruise's romantic history is just as famous. He's been married to Mimi Rogers, Nikolekidman, and Katie Holmes, with whom he shares his daughter Suri. Now, here's something you might not know. Suri is officially in her college era. She kicked off her freshman year at Carnegie Mellon University last fall after graduating from Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Music and Performing Arts, the same school that counts Jennifer Aniston, Adrian Brody, and Timothée Chalamet among its alumni. Pretty impressive company.
Yes, I mean, it feels wonderful.
And here's an interesting detail. Her name in the graduation program, Suri Noel instead of Suri Cruise. Now that says a lot, doesn't it? So it probably won't come as a surprise that her relationship with Tom is pretty much non-existent. Reports say they've been estranged for over a decade, and it's not just Tom who's out of touch with Suri. She hasn't kept in contact with his other children, Connor and Isabella, whom he adopted with Nikolekidman. Sources suggest the Church of Scientology plays a big role in this distance. Tom himself has acknowledged it. When asked if Katie Holmes left him in part to protect Suri from Scientology, the Mission Impossible star simply replied, that was one of the assertions, yes.
Been Scientology for over 30 years, and it's something that is, without it, I wouldn't be where I am.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful religion.
Holmes has always been protective of her daughter, and she's made it clear she wants to keep Suri out of the spotlight, especially considering how much attention she got as a kid. In an interview last year, she said, I'm very grateful to be her parent. She's an incredible person.
Because she makes every day great and awesome and better, and I know myself more because of her.
How sweet is that? It's clear she truly cherishes their bond. She managed to break free and fueling
and awesome and better, and I know myself more because of her.
How sweet is that? It's clear she truly cherishes their bond. Now, how did Katie, Tom, and Suri end up so distant? To get the full picture, let's rewind and see how Katie managed to break free from Tom and Scientology. It was back in 2005 when the pair went public with their relationship, and it wasn't long after that when they announced their engagement. At the time, the two were completely head over heels in love with each other, gushing about their new love interest during almost every interview. The two impatient lovers were very eager to start a family and welcomed their daughter Suri into the world, about 7 months before they were actually married. Unfortunately for Suri, she was not about to get any siblings anytime soon. As in an unexpected turn of events, Holmes filed for divorce after 5.5 years of marriage. There have been many speculations as to why Katie was so desperate to get out of her relationship with Tom. Although Holmes had been president of the world about 7 months before they were actually married. Unfortunately for Suri, she was not about to get any siblings anytime soon. As in an unexpected turn of events, Holmes filed for divorce after 5.5 years of marriage. There have been many speculations as to why Katie was so desperate to get out of her relationship with Tom. By now, we all know that Tom is a member of the Church of Scientology. In fact, he is reportedly one of the top 3 in command. And although Holmes converted, she has admitted that Scientology was also one of the reasons she wanted to get a divorce. Katie was overwhelmed with anxiety as she started to worry about the future of her daughter. Katie's family admitted that she had reason to believe that the actor would abduct Suri and intimidate her into joining the Church of Scientology. The actress planned to file for divorce months before she broke the news to Cruise, with a whole step-by-step plan on how to get out of the marriage. She used disposable phones whenever she made calls involving the divorce and hired 3 law firms, and all this effort to avoid Cruise and his staff knowing all of her plans. Makes you wonder just how involved was the actor in her life. And because the Church of Scientology insists on divorces being handled internally, Katie had no choice but to blindside both Tom and the church by handling it all outside of their jurisdiction. Tom was shocked and extremely disappointed when she broke the news, but he agreed to make things easy for both of them, and it only took them 11 days to come up with a settlement. Katie's number one concern was for her daughter, and thankfully for Holmes, she received primary custody of then 6-year-old Suri. The settlement granted visitation rights to Tom, allowing him to see his daughter for 10 days every month. But it didn't seem as his number one concern was for her daughter, and thankfully for Holmes, she received primary custody of then 6-year-old Suri. The settlement granted visitation rights to Tom, allowing him to see his daughter for 10 days every month. But it didn't seem as though he ever cashed in because since their divorce, Katie Holmes has been raising their daughter all by herself. Being a member of the Church of Scientology, he was, quote, not allowed to see Shuri or to have a relationship with his daughter due to the fact that she does not follow the same religious practices. There has, however, during the past few years, been speculation on this matter. A source of the church opened up to the media and mentioned that members are allowed to see their children of other religious faiths. It was in fact the actor's choice to cut ties with his one and only daughter. During the past few years, there have been rumors that Cruise wanted to reunite with his daughter, that he regrets spending so much time apart, but there is still no news that he has made an effort to see her. As for Tom and Katie, well, during the past few years, there have been rumors that Cruise wanted to reunite with his daughter, that he regrets spending so much time apart, but there is still no news that he has made an effort to see her. As for Tom and Katie, well, guess we'll just have to see what information is revealed next. There is no doubt that they were by far one of the most unique and controversial couples Hollywood has seen over the years,